Just talk a little bit about the impact that the seniors Linian Chu and Yvonne Martinez have had on the program and kind of the legacy that they'll leave behind.
Well, they were among the first two recruits that we brought to West Virginia when we started here. So it's the first round of graduates that we have actually recruited to the team. So it's exciting, but they have meant everything so far that we were able to accomplish with the team. They were the first building block in a team that we have today, and they have contributed tremendously on and off the courts in terms of the team atmosphere, in terms of setting the standard academically, athletically, and really taking steps forward as a program from where we started 5 years ago. So they have been a tremendous building block, and with the players that are beginning to graduate now, we were really able to lay the foundation for what's coming for our program, which is exciting.
Coach, Texas Tech and TCU coming in here this weekend to close out the regular season. Just your thoughts on those two opponents and what they present.
Just like anyone in the Big 12, they're tough. Texas Tech is obviously one of the best teams in the Big 12, one of the best teams in the nation. So we're always excited to have an opportunity to challenge ourselves against that level of competition. We've played a couple of teams already that will be contending for the Big 12 title, and we kind of have a good idea of what to expect level-wise. They would be on par with the Oklahoma State or the University of Texas or Kansas, for example. So it's going to be an exciting day tomorrow of competition for us, and really kind of gauging again as far as where we are. And TCU on Sunday will be a very interesting match. TCU is a very talented team. We know they'll be ready. I mean, they're still looking to make their mark in the Big 12 this year, but they've played a couple of very, very close and very tough matches, and they've had a brutal schedule so far. So they'll definitely be ready to come in and play. And but for us, regardless of who we play in the conference, we know that we have to be ready first and foremost on our side of the court before we can start worrying about our competition. But it'll be another exciting weekend.
How important is this weekend for the team just to get some good performances in as you springboard and start to look forward to the conference championship here later on?
It's very important. It's very important from a couple of different standpoints. One would obviously be, as you alluded to, we are traveling to the Big 12 tournament next week, and it's always you always go into the tournament with a little bit more confidence, if you're coming from good performances the weeks prior to the tournament. Everything that we do in the spring is kind of gearing up for the Big 12 season and for the Big 12 championship at the end of the year. So this is where we want to start seeing more and more things come together competitively in terms of how the players respond to different situations, how they compete in different situations. But it's also for us, every weekend of Big 12 competition is extremely important for our future. We always want to be inching closer. We always want to be establishing ourselves as, creating opportunities against the top level teams in the Big 12, middle level teams in the Big 12, because we want to be chipping away at their lead in terms that they have on us in terms of quality. So it's extremely important, and that goes from the first Big 12 match until now the last Big 12 weekend before the conference championship. But we definitely want to, we've had a solid season so far, but we definitely want to finish on a good note. I mean, that would be a great way to end the season, with great performances this weekend and then having a good Big 12 conference tournament.